Why some children are so naughty? Why some of them have bad habits? Why they do bullying? Why kids don't listen to parents? And why when kids grow up they don't respect their parents? Hare Krishna dear friends, I am Mara. Welcome to a Vedic Gold channel where we dig deep into Vedas for knowledge about original femininity and learn our feminine dharma to make the world a beautiful place to live in. In this video, I will try to give you enough information from Vedas for inviting one of the best souls as your child. These days, especially in the countries where people forgot about Vedic knowledge, conceive the kids whenever they want, not considering suitable place, time, and mental state. Some parents don't care about future of the kids. They conceive a child not being married, or one of the parents divorce and child grows up with one parent, which is not so fulfilling. Or else some parents conceive a child having bad habits like drinking or smoking. All these types of conceptions bring bad reactions along with them. Human body and birth is a very precious thing. Living beings in lower planetary systems like subterranean planets always desire to take birth on the earth. That is why for millenniums those demon-like aliens keep attacking humankind and the planet Earth. We can observe even recent facts where aliens visit some parts of the world and sometimes leave women pregnant. They can do it in those gross ways, and they can do it in subtle ways. How they can come to Earth in a subtle way? By using the momentum of wrong conception. When couples conceive in a drunkard state, their subtle bodies are weak. That is why demons can enter into the womb and take a human birth. Or when couples conceive at improper times. For example, Lord Shiva, who is very merciful to lower living beings like Pishachas, ghosts, travels during dusk time all around to find a gross body for those beings. If some couples conceive during those hours, then they will beget one of those ghosts as their children. The problem with it is those aliens have demoniac qualities. Even if they take birth as kids on Earth, it is very difficult to change or to improve their qualities. Hitler or some other demoniac living beings come to Earth to cause suffering to others. Some of them may take birth and become very learned scientists or some other influential persons and lead people on the wrong path. That is why couples need to think about it and invite godly souls as their kids, and godly souls fear to take birth in the womb of a non-godly woman. Mother is the first guru or teacher of a kid, and she is the first person with whom child associates. That is why saintly souls protect themselves from appearing in a non-godly woman's womb, in order not to forget their godly qualities. As an example, we can look at 7 Vasus story from Mahabharata. When they were cursed to take birth on the earth, 7 heavenly Vasus didn't want to take birth in an ordinary woman's womb. 6 of those 7 Vasus had to take birth and leave Earth right after they take birth. But still, they were so much worried and requested Heavenly Ganga Devi to appear on Earth and to become their mother. On the other side, King Veena was a demoniac king who started killing his friends when he was a child just because they don't obey to the rules of the games they play. Why he was so demoniac? Because his mother was from a demoniac family and had demoniac qualities. He was a demoniac soul even though his father, King Anga, was a great Vaishnava. Such demoniac kids cause disturbance not only to other people in the society, but also to their relatives, especially to their parents. Or else, another example of demoniac kids of Deity. Deity became lusty and allured her husband to conceive a child at dusk at improper time of the day. As a result, she begot hundreds of demoniac sons. Whereas Aditi did austerity called Payavrata before she begot a kid from her husband. As a result, they got Vamandev as their son. So mood and qualities of a mother and father is very important to attract a saintly soul to the family. Now we will go through the activities which couples can do before inviting a great soul to be their kid. The law of karma is such that we get what we deserve. That is why it is better to work on ourselves to deserve a better child. At the same time, God helps those who help themselves. It says, we can do as much as we can from our side, and God will decide the rest. Sometimes even great souls have very bad kids, so that is why to unlock the message of destiny is tough. Here are the 5 things which couples can do and hope for a better kid. Moral purification, at least for 6 months. It is better to follow 4 guilty principles of a human life which help us not to create ugra or severe bad karma. Bad karma gives reactions like spoiled kids, bad relationships, bad habits, sickness, etc. To stop all that, it is better to follow 4 guilty principles. They are no meat eating, no fish, no onion, no garlic, no coffee, no tea. Second, no intoxication. Third, no gambling. Fourth, no illicit relations outside of marriage. Austerity called Pumsavana. Pumsavana is a method of deity worship and chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Deity form of God is not different than his names. That is why a Vedic married couple take care of deity form of the Lord at their house. They cook for him, they offer nice dresses for him, they offer flowers, water, pay obeisances to him. That way they fully engage themselves with devotional service to God in his deity form. That way they purify their hearts and house. Into the house where deity is worshipped never enter demoniac souls. They get scared of cleanliness, smell of cow dung incense, sound of bells, and tulsi plant. That is why deity worship is highly recommended. Also, a Vedic couple daily and regularly chants Hare Krishna mantra. Man means mind and Tra means that which delivers the mind from all disturbances. And Hare Krishna mantra not only gives peace but also purifies our whole existence, frees us from karma, both pious and impious, and helps to achieve prema. Panchakarma. Panchakarma is a strong method of deeply cleansing subtle and gross body. It says that if one gets Panchakarma treatment, he or she will become younger for 10 years and lose desire for bad habits, won't have much problem of vomiting during pregnancy, improve hormonal health, and get rid of cycle pains. After doing Panchakarma, many people stop eating meat, smoking, and drinking. That is a very powerful method. Some purgative medicines and herbs may cleanse our intestines, but Panchakarma is a method of purifying all 7 dhatus like plasma, blood, mucus, fat, bone, marrow, and reproductive tissue. Because it is a serious cleansing process, couples should consult an Ayurvedic doctor and get the treatment at the medical center. For my own experience, I can tell that Panchakarma, even if it is a simplified version for 16 days, is a very powerful cleansing method. If some of you are interested in this, please tell me in the comment. We can make a special video about the process. Purification by eating only prasadam. We are what we eat, it says. That is why it is important to eat foods in the mode of goodness, pure goodness. Eating prasadam is so important that I could speak hours and hours explaining the reasons why. But in short, if we eat food cooked by non-devotees, we won't have desire to chant, to read, to wake up early in the morning, to worship Krishna, lose willpower, develop material desires, overeat, and sleep too much. Whereas in the history of Western preaching, we know the stories of people who turned out as great Vaishnavas only by eating prasadam. Regular reading of Vedic literature. What we read, what we watch and talk enter into our minds and develop our worldviews. There are hundreds of books, movies, and songs which inspired their audiences for violent crimes in real life. When we associate with people with low consciousness, we obtain their state, and reading or watching movies is a perfect way of such associations. I see even devoted teenagers reading some youth novels. Parents never think that those books may contain violence, immoral activities of protagonists. They think if this book is for youth, then it should be some faultless fairy tale. But no. Few months ago, I got one of such youth novel books to read and to understand youth of the USA. It was a New York Times best-selling book. When I started reading it, first 2 pages contained so much of shameful things that I couldn't imagine. She was a schoolgirl, and the book ends with how she stole her friend's boyfriend and slept with him. If such books overload the market, then where will be the question of happy marriage, love for God, and heavenly kids? That is why a Vedic couple reads and hears only Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita and other Vedic literatures which talk about the pastimes of Krishna and develop a transcendental worldview. Children are future of society. If they are saintly, then society will progress. If they are demoniac, then everyone will suffer. Because all those kids come with bank balance of their karma, if their karma is too bad, then everyone around will suffer. We will see tsunamis, earthquakes, forest fires because of their sinful actions of killing animals, doing wars, allowing abortions, etc. But if their karma is good, then lesser number of people will commit sinful actions and they won't be suffering from natural disasters much. On the contrary, Mother Nature will start producing enough food, water, gems, rain, etc. And responsibility for the future of society is in the hands of wonderful couples like you with your husband. The best children will want to take birth on earth if wives are saintly and chaste, and husbands are also saintly and protect their wives. Dear saintly Vaishnava couples, please let me know what you think about it, about the things we discussed in this video in the comment below, or give your precious suggestions for the future parents. Thank you so much, and I wish you happiness.